Take a moment and think to yourself about the last time you avoided something because it was too uncomfortable or too risky. Now imagine if you lived your entire life with this cautious mindset, held captive by your doubts, too scared to try anything new, too scared to achieve your dreams. Ask yourself, would I rather be uncomfortable momentarily or live a lifetime full of regret? The comfort zone is a psychological state in which one functions in a stress-neutral environment, providing stability at the cost of limiting growth. In our comfort-driven society, we find solace in familiar and consistent routines. Despite the benefit of these routines, only with new experiences can we truly foster growth. Through managing stress, trying new things, and embracing our failures, can we achieve the success that lies beyond the barrier of our comfort zones. I'm scared of public speaking, along with 70% of the population. This talk itself is outside of my comfort zone, but it's through embracing this discomfort that facilitates growth. Let me take you back to a small and dimly lit theater. In it is a short boy forced to partake in a summer musical. Timidly waiting for his cue, he stands behind a curtain, hands sweating, heart pounding, envisioning all the little things that go wrong. He hears his cue, steps out into the spotlight, and begins to solo. Starting the song strong, a smile begins to form on his face. His confidence begins to build. And then click, all of a sudden, the music cuts out. He cracks his voice and stumbles his lines trying to recover. He hesitates, face flushed red. Submerged in uncomfortable stress, he makes a choice and keeps on singing. The song ends, and despite having a rough time, 10-year-old me is overcome with joy. The weight of my fears were lifted and replaced with a sense of liberation and empowerment. While stress may seem inherently detrimental, studies such as the Yerkes-Dodson law have proven that it is directly proportional to performance. So as stress increases, so does success. The resilience I learned in the face of stress reframed my entire perception of what I believed I could accomplish. And it's this new outlook on life that inspired me to try new things. Broadening my perspective and cultivating a creative mindset, trying new things, forced my brain to learn how to adapt. I began to embrace risks and embrace uncertainty. When one steps outside their comfort zone, they're exploring new territory, creating new pathways between neurons. These additional synapses, forged by unfamiliar situations, increase the brain's neuroplasticity. As we begin to age, our brains deteriorate, and the more synapses we have, the longer we can maintain our cognitive functioning. So by stepping outside your comfort zone, you're prolonging your ability to think. With all these benefits, what is stopping people from stepping outside their comfort zone? A central fear and inevitable outcome of leaving your comfort zone is failure. But despite the setbacks that will be a product of taking risks, success is built in adversity. Learning from our mistakes, we can bounce back because every failure carries with it the seed of a greater benefit. Personally, when I'm fearing failure, I like to think back to the famous quote by Wayne Gretzky: "You miss 100% of the shots you don't take." So don't let your doubts define and diminish your dreams, because if you do, you will be doomed to a life of regret. Similarly confined within a chrysalis, a seemingly irrelevant caterpillar, designed for greatness. It breaks away from its cocoon in a bloom of beauty. Despite having humble beginnings, the monarch butterfly is one of the many insects contributing to over 90% of the world's pollination, vital to the global ecosystem. Just like a caterpillar, imagine the beauty the world would miss out on if you stayed confined in your own cocoon of comfort, never pushing yourself, never growing, never achieving your dreams. In a society plagued with the fear of the uncomfortable, it is necessary for you to break beyond your own barriers. So go to a place you've never been before, learn a new instrument, talk to a stranger, try a different recipe, because in the words of Neil Walsh, life begins at the end of your comfort zone. Thank you.